Welcome children. Our topic for today is pronominals or pronouns. Let us see what a pronoun is. A pronoun is defined as a word or phrase that is used as substitute for a noun or noun phrase in a sentence. It also helps to avoid repetition of noun in a sentence. For example, we have here Raju is a singer and Raju announced that Raju's music album will be released soon. You can see in the first example, there is a repetition of the noun Raju, and this repetition makes the sentence awkward. Instead, we can write the sentence as Raju is a singer and he announced that his music album will be released soon. So here we have used, instead of Raju, we have used he and his. There are different kinds of pronouns. Personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, possessive pronouns, interrogative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns and reflexive pronouns. Let us see these personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they and who. More often than not, they replace nouns representing people when most people think of pronouns. It is the personal pronouns that usually spring to mind. The next is demonstrative pronouns. As the name itself indicates, demonstrative pronouns are used to demonstrate or indicate. The demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, those. The next one is the indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are used for non-specific things. This is the largest group of pronouns. For example, all, some, any, several, neither, either, each, most, none, and so on. The next is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronouns are used to show possession or ownership. For example, mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs. The next one is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are used in questions. Although they are classified as pronouns, it is not easy to see how they replace nouns. For example, who, whose, which, whom, etc. The next one is reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronoun is a type of pronoun which is used for one of the participants of a reciprocal construction. That is, a clause in which two participants are in a mutual relationship. For example, one another, each other. The last pronoun is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun ends with self or selves and refer to another noun or pronoun in the sentence. For example, itself, herself, himself, ourselves, themselves, yourselves, and so on. Students should note that in your exams you will be given a small paragraph from your comprehension question and you have to write which noun does the underlined pronoun indicate. So this is a 4-mark question and this is how you will be questioned. What do the underlined words in the following paragraph refers to? I'll read the paragraph and look at the underlined pronouns and answer what does the pronoun signify or which noun does the pronouns signify. In Egypt, wild cats preyed upon rats that were destroying grains which were stored in granaries. In Rome, cats were treated as working animals and not much respect was given to them. The Europeans owned cats for fancy. They started breeding them at home. In Japan, the beckoning cats were seen as lucky since their charm was believed to protect households. So now the underlined pronouns are which, them, they and their. So now you have to tell which noun does these pronouns signify. Here I'll answer the first one for you. Here which is grains, them is cats, they means Europeans and their means beckoning cats. Now look at the second example. Amelia chose Fred Noonan as her navigator in her second attempt because he was skilled and experienced. They departed on June 1st from Miami, where she left behind some things to make room for additional fuel, which was essential for them to fly on long route. Now you tell me which noun is her. Here her means Amelia's. He was skilled. So he here means Fred Noonan. Where she left behind. Where here is from Miami. So the answer is Miami. The last one is which was essential. So which was essential here is additional fuel. So you have to find out the noun. It usually will come before the pronoun. Look at the next one now. Dining places provided meals every day at a fixed place. These were started in the 15th century. By the middle of the 16th century, town people made it a habit to drive out. They paid a shilling, which was quite affordable. Many taverns became the meeting places of leading people. Shakespeare, who lived in London, was a regular customer of Mermaid Tavern. Look at the pronouns now. The pronouns are these, they, which and who. These signify dining places and they signify town people. Which signifies shilling and who signifies Shakespeare. Now look at the next one. Confucius was born into a family of lowest level of aristocracy. They led a poor and miserable life. Unfortunately, his parents died when he was very young. Their death completely shattered his life and he was forced to grow up in poverty, which taught him the hard realities of life. Now see the pronouns that they have asked you to answer. They, his, their, which. So here they here is Confucius family. His means Confucius. Their means parents. Which is poverty. The last one is for you to do, children. There are many sphinxes in Egypt and their heads represent the kings who had once ruled over the land. When a king died, he himself was supposed to become the sun god. The Egyptians worshipped and had great faith in the sun god, whom they trusted would protect them from evil powers. Now answer their, himself, whom and them. Think carefully and answer. That's all for today, children. Have a great day. Take care. Stay safe.